The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China, near Beijing, is one of the most famous and largest building projects ever. Most people say it's about 5,500 miles long, but one Chinese study claimed it could be more than 13,000 miles. Building started way back in the 7th century BCE and went on for nearly 2,000 years as different dynasties added their own sections. Even though it's technically called a wall, it's much more than just one long line of stone. In many places, there are actually two walls running side by side, and the whole thing is scattered with watchtowers and barracks. It's clear a ton of effort and manpower went into building it over the centuries. But here's the twist. Despite all that work, the Great Wall wasn't super effective at keeping invaders out. Enemies still found ways around or over it. Historians today think the wall was more about showing off the emperor's power than actually defending the country. Today, the Great Wall is more than just an old defense system. It's a symbol of China's history, strength, and determination. Millions of people visit every year to walk along its ancient stones and imagine the incredible effort it took to build something so massive. It's one of the coolest, most iconic landmarks in the world, and it's still standing strong even after all this time. Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza, located on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, was once a thriving Mayan city that hit its peak in the 9th and 10th centuries CE. After the Itza tribe, who were heavily influenced by the Toltecs, took over, they built some of the city's most impressive structures. One of the most famous is El Castillo, a stepped pyramid that towers 79 feet over the main plaza. El Castillo isn't just cool to look at, it also shows off the Mayans' amazing skills in astronomy. The pyramid has 365 steps in total, matching the number of days in a solar year. Twice a year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, the setting sun casts shadows on the side of the pyramid, making it look like a giant snake is slithering down the stairs. Right at the base, there's even a carved stone snake head waiting. It's an incredible sight that draws thousands of visitors every year. But Chichen Itza wasn't just about temples and stargazing. The city also had the biggest tlactli, or ball court, in all of the Americas. This huge field hosted a ritual ball game that was popular throughout pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. The games were serious business back then, sometimes tied to religious ceremonies or even sacrifices. Today, Chichen Itza stands as one of the most important and iconic archaeological sites in the world, offering a fascinating glimpse into the rich and complex life of the ancient Maya. Petra. Tucked away in a remote valley surrounded by sandstone cliffs, Petra in Jordan is one of the world's most breathtaking ancient cities. According to legend, it's even one of the places where Moses struck a rock and made water flow. But it was the Nabateans, an ancient Arab tribe, who really put Petra on the map. They made it their capital and turned it into a bustling trade center, especially for spices. Petra, often called the Rose City because of the pinkish-red color of its stone, is one of Jordan's most famous and breathtaking landmarks. Known for its incredible rock-cut architecture and impressive water system, Petra feels like something straight out of an adventure movie. It's believed that Petra was established as early as 312 BC. Thanks to all the trading, especially in spices and incense, the Nabateans became very wealthy and powerful. What makes the Nabateans even more remarkable is their skill in surviving the harsh desert conditions. They developed advanced methods to collect and store water, building an oasis right in the middle of barren land. Plus, they had an incredible talent for carving massive temples, tombs, and other structures straight into the solid rock cliffs. Depending on the day, the rock shifts between shades of pink, orange, and red, giving Petra a magical feel. They also engineered an impressive water system, making it possible to have gardens and farms right in the middle of the desert. At its peak, Petra had as many as 30,000 residents. But Petra's golden age didn't last forever. As trade routes changed, the city slowly started to decline. A huge earthquake in 363 CE damaged much of it, and another quake in 551 dealt an even bigger blow. Over time, Petra was abandoned and eventually forgotten by the outside world. Although it was rediscovered in 1912, Petra didn't get much recognition from archaeologists until the late 20th century. Even today, many mysteries about the city remain. Still, its most famous structure, the treasury, or Alcazne, continues to stun visitors from around the world. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu, located high in the Andes near Cusco, Peru, is one of the most iconic and mysterious ancient sites in the world. It was discovered in 1911 by explorer Hiram Bingham, who thought it was the lost Incan city of Vilcabamba, a secret stronghold used during the rebellion against Spanish rule in the 16th century. While this theory was later proven wrong, the true purpose of Machu Picchu still puzzles historians today. Bingham thought the site was home to the Virgins of the Sun, women dedicated to the sun god and living in convents under vows of chastity. Others believe it may have been a pilgrimage site or perhaps a royal retreat for Incan rulers. One thing we do know for sure is that Machu Picchu should never have been the backdrop for a beer commercial. Back in 2000, a crane used for an ad fell and damaged one of the monuments. Despite its remote location, Machu Picchu is remarkably well preserved. The site includes agricultural terraces, plazas, residential areas, and temples, showcasing the impressive engineering and architecture of the Inca. Visitors who make the trek up to this ancient wonder are treated to a breathtaking view and a glimpse into the mysterious world of Incan civilization. Whether for spiritual reasons or as a royal getaway, Machu Picchu remains an enduring symbol of Incan ingenuity and mystery. Christ the Redeemer. The Christ the Redeemer statue is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, standing tall on top of Mount Corcovado in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The idea for the statue came about shortly after World War I, during a time when many Brazilians feared the spread of secularism. The solution? A massive statue of Jesus Christ. Construction began in 1926 and took 5 years to complete. The result is a towering 98-foot figure, not counting its pedestal, which adds another 8 meters. With arms stretching 28 meters wide, it's an impressive sight, and to put it in perspective, it's about 2/3 the height of the Statue of Liberty from base to torch. Created by Polish-French sculptor Paul Landowski, the statue was built with the help of Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa and French engineer Albert Cacotte. The face of Jesus was designed by Romanian artist George Leonida. Christ the Redeemer overlooks the city of Rio, offering stunning views. It's not just a symbol of Christianity, it has become a cultural icon for Rio and all of Brazil. Completed between 1922 and 1931, the statue was later named one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Christ the Redeemer is the largest Art Deco statue in the world, made of reinforced concrete and covered with about 6 million tiles. It's a true masterpiece of design and craftsmanship. Despite its grandeur, the statue isn't without its problems. It's been struck by lightning multiple times over the years, with a notable incident in 2014 when a storm damaged the tip of Jesus' right thumb. But even with its occasional mishaps, the statue continues to watch over the city, offering an incredible view of Rio and its stunning Guanabara Bay in the background. As one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Christ the Redeemer stands as a symbol of faith, resilience, and the enduring spirit of Brazil. The Colosseum. The Colosseum in Rome is one of the most impressive structures from ancient times. Built in the 1st century by Emperor Vespasian, this giant amphitheater is a true marvel of engineering. It spans 620 by 513 feet and features a complex system of vaults that support its massive structure. At its peak, the Colosseum could hold up to 50,000 spectators who came to watch all kinds of events, the most famous being gladiator battles. But it wasn't just gladiators fighting each other. The men would also face off against wild animals in these brutal games. In some cases, water was even pumped into the Colosseum to stage mock naval battles. As for the popular belief that Christians were martyred in the Colosseum by being thrown to lions, historians debate the truth of this. However, it is known that the arena witnessed countless deaths. Estimates suggest that around 500,000 people lost their lives there, and the number of animals killed was so high that certain species were driven to extinction. Today, the Colosseum stands as one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. It's a symbol of ancient Roman culture, power, and the brutal spectacles that captivated audiences for centuries. Whether you're standing in front of it or exploring its ruins, it's impossible not to feel the weight of history that still lingers in its walls. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal in Agra, India, is one of the most stunning and well-known monuments in the world. Recognized as one of the new 7 wonders, this majestic mausoleum is a perfect example of Mughal architecture, blending beautiful design with a touching story. Emperor Shah Jahan commissioned the Taj Mahal to honor his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who tragically passed away in 1631 while giving birth to their 14th child. Construction began shortly after her death and took a massive 22 years to complete, involving around 20,000 workers. The complex includes a vast garden with a serene reflecting pool, leading up to the main mausoleum. The structure itself is made of dazzling white marble and features intricate designs made from semi-precious stones, forming floral and geometric patterns. The central dome is the largest and most striking, surrounded by 4 smaller domes, giving the entire structure a symmetrical, almost dreamlike appearance. There's a fascinating piece of history tied to the Taj Mahal. Some say Shah Jahan had plans to build a second black marble mausoleum for himself, opposite his wife's, across the river. However, after being overthrown by his son, that project never came to be, and Shah Jahan was imprisoned, with his final resting place in the Taj Mahal behind his wife. Today, the Taj Mahal stands not only as a symbol of love, but also as one of the most breathtaking architectural feats in the world.